Shalom Aleichem, everyone. A good Erev Shabbos. We're continuing in Haksek's learning of the Pele Yoetz. We are in day number 4 in the second round here, and we're going to conclude the chapter of Atronis, of a person giving in, being benevolent, and the like. And he says, Umidas have Atronis b'bayis tzricha rabba. This midah of Atronis, being able just to let it go and give in and be generous with your money, which is what we've been speaking about, you need it in the house even more. It is a tremendous gem. It's like a precious stone when it comes to establishing peace in the house. And it is a very good Evan gem stone when it comes to Ava, when it comes to the love that's going to be created between a husband and a wife, a parent and their children, as we will see. How wonderful is Vatronis to everyone that is affected by it. It places peace between man and his fellow man, between a husband and a wife, and it pushes away arguments and fighting and hatred and the like. All sins can be covered up with love, which means that if you're expressing your warmth and your love and your kindness and your giving to your wife, to your children, to the people of your home, to your friends, so whatever negativity might have existed, it gets covered up with this midah of Atronis. And so too the gifts will be increased to the person. You will not find any nega, any blemish in your tents, in your home, nor anything wrong if you are doing these things of Atronis. It brings peace and harmony and goodness and protection to the house. Sometimes it will give life to the person who does it, and it will rescue them from any tzara, any suffering, and zug, any difficult times. Because you are bringing, as we're learning over here, Vatronis is a big deal. It means I'm going to forgo my own money. I'm going to give up on my own things. You want, you need, you desire, I'll give to you. I don't need it for myself. I don't have to be a control freak over here and hold on to everything and micromanage. I don't need that. I'll give to you happily and freely. So you'll be calm and you'll be relaxed. That will bring this harmony into the home. How wonderful is your portion. A person just doesn't understand the value, the true value of what it means to be in a world of Vatronis. But stinginess with your things, that's very bad. Ra'la Shamayim, it's bad to heaven. V'ra'la Brios, it's bad to the people down here. V'ra'la Beso, it's bad to your house. V'ra'la Aswan, it's bad to yourself. Don't be stingy, says the Torah. You will end up pushing away people that like you, and your beloved companions, and your friends, and your wife, and your children, and all of the above. You will not be able to enjoy your paradise, your house, your dwelling place, because there's going to be contention that's going on over there. You will increase machlekes, division, arguments, and fighting. You're going to cause the nefesh, the soul, to sin. People will take money away from you without you knowing. There are some husbands that they put their wives on a very, very strict budget, and they send out money to them like it's an allowance. Here you go, here's $100. That's what you get for the next 3 days. Here you go, the credit card, I just dropped the credit limit over there. Now you can only go and spend $1,000 on that credit card this month. Now the wife feels treated like a child. She feels like her husband doesn't trust her. He doesn't like her. He doesn't appreciate her. He doesn't understand that she enjoys going to the store. Home Goods is like where she likes to hang out. She needs to get new towels for the kitchen every single week. She needs a new spatula. She needs a new pot and pan. She wants a little picture you're going to stick on the wall about a kitchen that's filled with love. Who knows what she wants? And now her husband, he became like this tyrant, and he doesn't let her have anything. You should know what's going to happen, says the Pele Yoetz. She'll take money, she'll find a way to get money from the account. She'll find a way to get money from you when you're not realizing it. Now you turned her into a thief. She's looking for ways to extract money from you. That's not a good way to deal with things over here. You will not be able to remove the evil from your house. You will be shamed and embarrassed and disgraced. You'll end up going into some very slim, terrible kind of a place. You'll end up giving your soul over for death. You go down and down and down. You know what's going to happen in your house? It's going to be an all-on battle and a fight between you and your wife for the money. You give, you take. You give, you take. Yes, she can have. No, she can have. You can this, you can buy. This, you can buy. You're driving her crazy. Says the Pele Yoetz, be nice. Be generous. She's your wife. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave her to you. Mina shamayim matana. Imagine if you didn't have your wife. You'd be some lonely guy walking down the street all by yourself. He gave it to you. It's a bracha. It's a blessing. What does she want? A little extra money. She wants to spend a little more in the store. She wants to go buy herself a new outfit. What's the big deal to you? You're going to be a tyrant and say, no, you cannot have. You're only going to destroy your marriage, and you're going to destroy your life. Rahman al-Islam. Say ulamad, go and learn Mashamim Yushalmi, what it says in Yushalmi. It's usher. It's forbidden to be mitzamsim, to be so stingy and so tight in the way that you end up spending the money for the house, for the people of your house. Now, says the Yushami, Chiddush, you might think like this. Look, I don't want to buy my wife all the clothes that she wants. I don't want her to get everything she wants in the kitchen. I don't want to buy the car that she wants because I want to keep my money and I want to spend it all on tzedakah and I want to do ma'aseh Torah and mitzvahs. That's all I want. My wife, my kids, let them suffer with some poverty. Let them not get everything they want. But I want to be a big tzaddik. I want to give a lot of tzedakah. I want to do a lot of ma'aseh tovim. I want to help a lot of other people in this world. This is not something that will find favor in front of Hashem. Because their lives come first. Your wife's happiness and her pleasure and her needs being met and your children having what they need to be happy and normal and adjusted in school and with everybody else, they come first. Says it, but I'll qualify over here. As long as your wife's not going wild and she's buying the fanciest clothes on Rodeo Drive and she's buying the finest meats and the finest food and she's going to the restaurants every day. She's got to get the 72-ounce latte every single day with all the different tastes and flavors. And if she doesn't have her $23 latte every day, she just can't function. We're not saying that, says the Pele Yoetz. Everything is going to be within limitations and there's going to be boundaries. However, but you cannot be tyrannical on your wife and kids that you're not going to have any of these things. You won't have that and you won't have this, even the things that you need, because I want to be a big tzaddik and give a lot of stuff away. And all other things of hevel, foolishness and waste, the kids what they want today and the people what they want today and the Amazon, all the algorithms, how they keep track of us and our buying methodology. You need this and people like you bought this and you need this and you only be happy if you have this. Says there is a limit. Don't go overboard. But they should at least feel comfortable to be able to have the things that they need. If a person spends too much on the frivolity of this world, it's mamish bal tashchis, you're wasting money. And instead of sending your money and just throwing it out and wasting it on mabakach, foolish things that you don't need, nobody needs such things, and you use them for averas even, chas v'chalila, if you would use that money for a mitzvah, how wonderful would be your portion and your inheritance would be so good. because you used your money for the right things. So it's a very tricky balance, says the Pele Yoetz. On one hand, do not let your wife live a life of deprivation. On the other hand, do not let your wife and children live a life of decadence. And you have to find the balance of that money in the right way to be able to give and give and give to your wife and your children. They come first. And then make sure that it's not overboard, over the top. Make sure they're not spending with too much luxuries and decadence and all of that. And then take that money and spend it on good things as well, mitzvahs and tzedakah and helping people and so on and so forth. You get great reward in this world and the world to come. David HaMelech said the following, I prepared myself in my poverty. What does that mean? Persha Abbaseinu Chazal explained, Dovid HaMelech, he decreased the amount of expenses that the money that he would spend. And he didn't indulge like many kings do in the finest things in life. No. Until he amassed a great wealth. For the sake of building the Beis HaMikdash. He held himself back from the pleasures and the enjoyments and the delicacies of this world because he had a much greater plan, that was to build the Beis HaMikdash. The Torah has mercy on the money of the Yidden till it says somebody who wants to just give away all their money to tzedakah. Even there, don't give more than a chomesh 20%, because maybe you'll become a poor man yourself. You can't give and give and give tzedakah. It's a great mitzvah. It's amazing. But if you get impoverished as a result, or you're struggling at the end of every month as a result now because you gave so much money away, so says the Torah, that's not the way to go. Al achas kama v'kama, the more so. Lidvar reshus, when you want to spend your money on regular things of this world, or lishbach la'ashlich ibud, or you want to just pour out the money and just waste it. Kederech hashirei am, like very wealthy people do. Asher kaber motza yodam, they have all this money and they just buy big things and massive things, and they spend money here and they spend money over there. He's getting a bit musri over here right now, says the Pele Yoetz. Be careful if you have money. Be careful how you spend it, what you spend it on. And if they would be smart, yaskilu, they would become wise. If instead of wasting all the money on things that are not important, really in the grand scheme of things, they can lift up the hearts of those that are broken. Those people that are broken and down in this world. Take your money that you were going to go and spend it on one of your ridiculous things. Give it to the poor man. Lift up his spirits. Help him pay his rent. Give him something that he can use. And even if you decide to give him more, it's not because of this that the poor person is becoming wealthier, so to speak. You gave him some extra money. Okay, but their house is still empty and they don't have food in the fridge and they're still suffering. If the rich people just give over what's the extra luxuries that they have, even if in the eyes of the rich man it looks like, this old couch, this old dining room table, this old suit that I wore 3 times, I got myself a new suit right now, it's not so becoming to me. Why should I go and give it out to the poor man? But to the poor man, he never had such a beautiful suit before, such a nice couch. You have a car, you own a car, and it's 7 years old, and it's got 43,000 miles on it, and it's in pristine shape because you took good care of it. You had it tuned up all the time and serviced, and it was always cleaned and everything. Now, you know what? It's 7 years already. I'm a big macher. I need a new car. So there's a poor man who could use a car. He said, well, this car is 7 years old. Like, it's golden in the eyes of the poor man. Share with him. That which is like good by a wealthy man, It's the best. It's the best. Your old clothes, yeah, to a poor man are mamish like shopping in the finest stores in Beverly Hills and wearing the fanciest of clothes. You have a pair of shoes. People have shoes. They have like 6 pairs of dress shoes, and you only have 2 feet, right? So how many times can you wear 6 pairs of dress shoes? So they've been sitting in his closet for 6 years. He wore them maybe 6 times, and he wants to get rid of them. Do you know what those shoes mean to a person who cannot afford a nice pair of shoes? He feels like $1 million. So don't underestimate one man's, one man's garbage is another man's treasure, and give it away nicely. Sometimes the Yitzhar comes to the rich and says, why are you going to give this then? What a bush, you're going to give him this old used clothes. You're going to give him an old couch that you bought that furniture 3 years ago. Now you have to upgrade to the new furniture because the modern style changed a little bit. You should have an old couch and an old couch you're going to give it to him? Yes. Says the Bible, give it to him. Umi, sheyesh lo mayach, someone has the brain in his head. V'hu bardas, he's bright. Yosh is eitzos b'nafsho, find ways. V'yimalech b'koinoi, eich ubameh o masa o kama roi loitzi v'ma roi l'tzamsim. Figure out. This is the struggle of this world. Olam hazeh, the world of money, the world of trappings and the like. You got to figure it out. Says the Pele Yoetz. How am I going to find the balance? How am I going to spend, but not spend too much? How am I going to give, but not give too much? How am I going to take care of the poor, but do it in a respectable and honorable way? How am I going to do it? You need to be searching and looking for the ways to do it properly. Go with the straight path. The way that you are. That way you'll be glorious to the one who does it. And you'll be glorious too the people around you as well. That's the way that a person should behave in this world. Do things properly, do things right. You can use your money for wonderful, many, many wonderful things. Take care of your family. Take care of your children. Take care of your wife. Don't be a tyrant, husbands. Don't be so mean to them. Be nice and generous. And also make sure that we don't overspend in the house. And you can use the money to take care of those that are broken and downtrodden and lift up their spirits. Hatzlacha on this journey of finding the balance with money. If you do it in the right way, it's glory to you, to the Rabbi Shalom, and to everyone around you. All the best. Have a wonderful Shabbos.